What's going on, YouTube? How are we doing today? What's going on, guys? If you would like to know what was my 5 things that helped me out the most while I was in undergrad coming from high school, the 5 things I wish I would have known about or had right when I started college, stick around. So my number 1 tip, this is something that every college student should have, even when they first start college, and as some even high school now. So obviously with the millennials coming up and up and up, we're going to be having this kind of technology at our hands more and more. Now, me being a graduate of 2010, I had my first computer. That's right, my first laptop, and I was able to actually search on Yahoo and have a Yahoo email when I graduated high school in 2010. I was 18 at the time. So my very first hack, or my very first game changer for college students coming right out of high school, is a laptop. Now obviously you don't have to get this exact one. I have no affiliations with HP or any of these little stickers. That's just something that I do. I like to put stickers all over mine, so just something I do. Make it a little bit more personal. But a laptop allows you to do your homework assignments, allows you to do all kinds of things. Of course, everyone knows what a laptop can do. It's a computer. But for a college student, certain laptops that have Microsoft Word or Microsoft 10 or a MacBook, if you have that luxury, it just makes your transition into college a lot smoother. It makes that transition a lot smoother. And it was just something that I thought was a complete game changer when I finally got one. It made the world of difference because you can Google stuff, and now with all of our phones, I mean the iPhone 8 that I'm filming on, it's pretty much a laptop. It's a laptop in your pocket. But that was my number 1 game changer. It was absolutely needed. I think all college students should have it. It's something that is a necessity, and that's the reason I chose that to be my number 1. Number 2, it's a bike. If you lived on a campus like I did, I lived on Southern Miss's campus while I was going to Southern Miss. I also lived on Pearl River's campus when I was going to Pearl River for community college. A bicycle would have helped me tremendously had I known that. I actually didn't find this out until my junior year of undergraduate. So I had already went to community college and then on to Southern Miss, and I was a junior at the time. So a bicycle would have definitely helped, and it did help my whole entire senior year. It was a part of my weight loss program. But if you lived in Hattiesburg, or if you know anybody who's lived in Hattiesburg, there's a nice little trail that you can go and ride on really nicely. But the reason I chose this to be a game changer is a bicycle helps you with cardio, it helps you with exercise, and it's a way of transporting yourself to and from classes or to and from certain buildings extremely quickly. Because some classes may be scheduled the way they're scheduled right behind each other, and you only have 10 minutes in between each class, and they may be 2 miles away. Walking 2 miles in 10 minutes is actually really hard. So what I would recommend is just something cheap, something that works for you, something that you can ride, and it doesn't give you too much stress. Now, obviously, as you get better and better, you want to upgrade your bike. That's up to you. But the reason I chose this was the fast teleportation. Teleportation, that'd be awesome. The fast transportation that a bicycle gives you on campus that an automobile can't. An automobile can give you transportation, but it can't give you in between the buildings on actual campus. You have to find a parking garage, or if you're lucky enough, you'll find a parking spot that's close by one of your classes. You have to pay a $160, $210 parking decal. Some are even higher than that. And good luck trying to find a spot, because all of the parking that are right next to the building are all for staff. So good luck with that. Okay, so that was my number 2. Is most important thing as far as a game changer for college students or a high school student is having a bicycle. My number 3 game changer or hack for a high school student going into college is an external hard drive. An external hard drive looks similar to this. I've got stickers on mine as well. I have no affiliation with Yeti or Toshiba, but this is an external hard drive. It's a terabyte. Very, very handy. It's 1,000 gig. Like most jump drives or anything like that, it's not really 1,000 gigs. It's 900 and something. There's got to be some programming and all that other crap. But an external hard drive was very handy for all of my work assignments, all of my homework, all of my papers that I had to write. And if your teacher is nice enough to give you all of the classes and the lessons and the PowerPoints, you can just take those from the email and put them on your jump drive. And if you're like me, I like to have every single lesson that I've ever taken in my entire class. And in this terabyte, it's got my entire education as far as I know. For every class that I've ever taken, I've tried to get it at least some kind of PowerPointing or some kind of homework assignment from every single class. And so it gives you a way of going back into like a document setup to look at some of your classes and some of the papers that you've previously written. Very handy. You can store pictures in it, you can store videos, you can do all kinds of things with an external hard drive. Now you can pick one of these up usually around $70 for a terabyte, depending on what time of the year it is. You get lucky and find one for $55, and by all means do so. And if you find one for less than $50, please send me an email or direct message me or comment on this video. I'm looking for another one, and I'm okay with buying one for $50. My number 4 tip: weekend classes. Okay, now you may not know about this because a lot of counselors don't really talk about this, but in most community colleges, they offer weekend classes. It's a way for teachers to make a quick buck throughout the semester, and they only do 3 weekends in the semester, which is also on the flip side of that. As a student, you are going to benefit from a weekend class because you're going to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Don't worry about missing a weekend or going out and partying. You can sacrifice 2 or 3 weekends. It's okay, because I promise you, the time that you're going to save during the week for the rest of the semester while you have this weekend class is going to be beneficial to your grades. Because a weekend class, all it is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You'll meet Friday night, you'll go all day Saturday, you'll go all day Sunday. You'll skip a weekend. The very next weekend, you'll do the same thing. You'll go Friday night, Saturday all day, Sunday all day. You'll skip a weekend, and then you'll do your final. And that'll be on Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday night, depending on the instructor. The benefit of this is you're getting a full 3 credit hour class or 4 credit hour class in 3 weekends. Within 6 weeks, you've got an entire class done and out of the way for a semester. That's a benefit to your time management because you can take 5 classes and be full-time, take one of those weekend classes, and so your 4 classes you're going to have more time for during the week. I would suggest taking a weekend class. Maybe not the first semester, so that way you get your feet wet when you're coming into college, but definitely for a spring semester or for a summer semester even, because even during the summer you can just take off for a couple of weekends and just go get it done. And you have some extra classes that you can knock out. Some of the times these classes are easier than the regular semester classes, and so they can be considered GPA boosters. It all depends on you. Me personally, I took 5 weekend classes when I was going to community college, and I loved it. I took every single one that they offered, and it was amazing because I got more time during the week for other classes. I'm not going to rant on this too much, but it was definitely something that I had to bring up in this video as a game changer for a college student. And now my number 5th game changer or hack for a college student is my favorite thing, and one of my only other things besides water that I drink. It's coffee. Coffee is a game changer. Coffee is a wake up. I did not drink coffee at all in high school. I had no idea what coffee was, didn't really know what caffeine was, and then I got my hands on it when I first started college, and it opened my eyes. It is a real game changer. I mean, there's all kinds of benefits that you can look up on caffeine and coffee and this and that and the other, and there's all kinds of things that you can do wrong with coffee by loading it up with sugar and caramel and all that other crap that makes it taste really nice, but you got to watch yourself because counting your calories and making sure your calories are lower than what you need in order to lose weight or whatever you're trying to do just be mindful of what you're doing. You don't want to do it in excess. But caffeine's great. It makes you focus. It definitely has helped me out with certain tests. It's helped me out with studying a little bit, or if I felt lazy or procrastinated something, just drank some coffee and then I was up and ready to go. And sometimes if you're working out, if you don't have any pre-workout, coffee's a nice pre-workout. You know, it's something that gets you up, gives you that little boost of energy, and then it's definitely a benefit. I would definitely recommend coffee to a new college student. Now, obviously, if you have any previous medical conditions, talk to your local doctor or talk to your primary care physician before you start taking in caffeine. Some people can't take it, and also assess your tolerance before you really go into it heavy. I don't really drink a lot of caffeine, but I definitely can feel caffeine when I start taking it. So that is it, guys. That is it for the video. If you liked this video, if you thought this was helpful, please give me a like, comment down below, and take a step further and share this video for me, you guys. I would love to do more like this. I had a lot of fun making this video. I definitely like helping and giving my experiences out to help those that are coming up. Like I said, these were just the 5 things that I thought I should have known as a high school student and should have had as a high school student, so that way I would have been better prepared in college. And I'm glad I experienced these things, and I hope that this helped. All right, guys, see you in the next one.